Open up that fretboard a little bit. We can just take your minor pentatonic. And a really great thing to do is look at some of the positions if you have your diagrams out and play a lick and see if you can take that lick to the other positions of the pentatonic, starting with your oh so comfortable first position, right? So if I have, can I move it down to some of the other positions? Now, what you'll notice is the notes, if you're sort of moving up to second position, the upper notes, your sevens and your eights, are going to be the lower notes of this lick. So that second note, the eighth fret of my B string, even though I'm up in this second position, is still there. That can help, just kind of keep you grounded, I should say, and let you know where you are, not get too lost. This, even if you do shorter licks, cool, and start moving those up. And the same thing applies. The upper frets of this lick, if you move up to second position, become the lower frets of this lick. The upper frets in second position lick become the lower frets of the third position lick, and so forth. There's something really interesting that's going on here, is we're getting out of memorizing, right, kind of looking at the dots on the diagram, okay, and we're getting into learning. And when we take even just a simple lick and move it around, it becomes a little bit more like learning, because even this, if I move into second position, right in third position, and then I can sort of look at those diagrams and be like, oh, I can see how this lick fits in there. Now, yes, this is still memorizing, right? If you're sort of just reading the tab, this is sort of something that's off of week 1 of our fretboard fluency mentorship program. But if we can just make it a little bit creative, then it becomes learning and not memorizing, right? I promise you, it's crazy how that works in the brain. But this, just playing it stale and sort of remembering or memorizing those licks is still a little bit in that memorization camp. But if I do just that little bit of change, now I'm being a little bit expressive by playing the second note 2 times, maybe playing the and holding it out, right? Start adding your own spin on that lick creatively, it's going to move into the learning process and not the memorizing process. And we're out of position 1, position 2, I don't know what to do with it, position 3, and so forth. If you're an intermediate guitar player that's really stuck in that boring guitar solo plateau that we all get into, and you really want to bridge the gap between your creative ideas and what you're able to play, becoming fully fretboard fluent, comment pro below and we can get started.